So, I just flew it again. This was, this was third flight. It was second battery charge, which went way better. As soon as I got the drone, I took everything out, and first thing I did was put that battery on charge. So, but that was not with the Venom charger. That was with the charger that came with this Falcon 250 Pro. So it was just beeping at me at somewhere in the lower portion of 3 volts. Not exactly sure where. I mean, it was about 10 seconds, beeping for 10 seconds, and then it hit the ground, and maybe about 30 seconds that from when the time it started beeping to when I looked at the meter, it said 3 volts. By that point, I had lost so much throttle response and power. I was having to really push the throttle further and further up to get the same amount of power. So with the 3S battery, I don't know if that's because of the battery or if that's just how this drone does, but check it out, man. I mean, this is cool. This is a really cool drone. I'm very satisfied. And you know, I don't have don't get me wrong, I don't have other drones like this. This is my first drone, so I'm not saying that there are not better brands, or you know, but this is me wanting to get into race drones and FPV racing. You know, my goggles are in the mail, they're on the way. But this was me getting into it, and all the research that I did, it just kept leading me to this Falcon 250 Pro, which, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about them, but from what I do know, make sure that you're ordering the 250 Pro and not just the 250, because there are some bonuses to this. Thing's flashing at me. I'm gonna hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't do any fancy computer editing or anything, so from time to time I'll probably just have to put my phone down to but anyway, yeah. I mean, man, everything's just, you know, it's already taken a beating. Oh, by the way, the you know, I felt like I was gonna break the little feet off underneath trying to remove them, so I just left them on. It was okay on the concrete, but concrete's not somewhere that we want to be with these. Over grass is preferred, or a nice bushy area. Maybe if you're flying, you know, 20-25 feet off the ground or something, you want to fly around some bushes. If you have an accident, at least it's kind of a fluffy landing. So anyway, this thing is warm. It's warm now. Yeah, I mean, I flew it. I just did some hovering, and I promise as soon as I get a camera I can mount on here, I'll get some footage of me flying around, which is not going to be impressive at all, but I mean, you know, for documentation purposes, we'll make some videos of me flying around. Maybe by then I'll be a little bit better. But yeah, so so far I'm happy with the Venom charger. Has the ports for 2S, 4S, 3S, well, 2S, and then a 4S and a 3S. Nice little digital display there. So yeah, man, I mean, I'm really happy with this. If you get one, and yeah, kind of overwhelmed me for a little while, just getting it off the ground was kind of nerve-wracking, because I tell you what, when that battery's charged and you throttle up, you can really, I mean, you just slam it up and down real, just I mean just do that, boom, I mean, that quick, and that thing just jumps off the ground. It jumped off the ground once, and my thumb, I guess it thought I wanted to do a barrel roll, and that sucker started flipping. And thank you very much. Thank you very much for putting the feature on here that if something was to get in the way of the props, they do stop spinning, because I literally caught my drone in midair like this. So, I mean, it was flying right at my face, and you know. So I ducked. Oh, look! I found some dirt, some mud. Excuse me. My son likes to go to the babysitter to pick up some common colds and bring them home to mommy and daddy. So anyway, can't really tell if I've damaged anything or what. I mean, I guess, you know what, I think somebody did tell me something about these, where the LEDs are in the back, but I don't know. I mean, that looks like risky business right there. This little piece, it just kind of sticks off back there. Man, I don't know. But anyway, all right. Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, I was just, you know, by the time this thing went off, I thought I tried to set it at 3.8. Apparently I did not, because by the time I got to it, it was down to 3 volts. And like I said, I was maybe 20-30 seconds from it, but by the time I got there, it was down to 3 volts. And if I was flying that thing, you know, far away, you know, I wouldn't have even had enough to get back to myself. But I mean, I guess I wouldn't have heard it if I was far away from myself anyway. So, but anyway, all right, we'll make some more videos later and talk about this Falcon Pro 250, because I'm sure that I'm gonna put it through hell, not on purpose, just learning, you know. So, adios.